What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails and stuff, and providing you guys with some tools that you guys can use for your own thumbnails. So you guys can help build some of your thumbnails. I know some people, or a lot of people actually, have been asking for how I've been doing how I do them, and where I get my assets from and stuff like that. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all of that, so you guys can all make your own 1v1.lol thumbnails and stuff like that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and sub. Here's our YouTube comment shout out. Let's go ahead and get into it, boys. Alrighty, boys, so just to start off the video, I'm going to let you guys know right now there are tons of editing softwares you guys can definitely use. In today's video, I'm going to be using Canva Pro, so I do have the Pro version of this, so there are some things that, I'm going to be doing that you probably won't be able to do if you don't have a free version, but there are also a lot of different free editing apps if you just search it up online, where you can do most of the pro stuff. I just use it because I have pretty much a free subscription from someone that I know from their business. So your boy's gonna definitely take advantage of it, and all my stuff is on here, so I'm just not gonna move editing softwares, at least for now. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to specifically do things on Canva Pro specifically for this video. So if you guys are looking for other ways to do certain things, you guys can look up other people that do thumbnails and stuff. But the whole purpose of this video is to show you guys how I do my 1v1.lol thumbnails. A lot of people have been asking for quite a while for me to do a video like this, or to at least show them and share some of those assets, which I have shared some of those assets down in the description down below if you guys want to go down, and I will be showing you guys what is a part of that list there. So just to kind of start off, of course we have our 1v1 assets. So this is the full list that I have here. So literally it has like it's when you start off here, it's some pictures of some of the things, or some of the characters and stuff like that. It does come transparent, so as you guys see right here, it's a little transparent background, so it'll just be the character itself, and you can use it, resize it, whatever you need to do. Also, so they have a bunch of skins on this one. And then of course, if you go to here, so textures, so these are the 2D textures that you guys can use for like for some editing softwares, like if you guys want to actually mess with the actual like character itself, and you guys want to change what it does, and like some other type of software like Blender or something like that, you guys have the 2D textures, and as well as the sprites for them as well, if you want to use any other softwares to adjust the characters or anything like that, both the sprites and the textures. So basically in both are all the same thing pretty much, across both, just for different uses, whatever the heck you guys want to use them for. But long story short, guys, like it comes with tons and tons. Like it has some of the OG ones, or like pretty much every single skin in the game is in here, and they have different poses and stuff as well. So like you have some of these, you got the race suit, you got different race suits with like different poses and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot of assets in here, boys. This is most definitely something you guys want to run with, and make sure you guys have it downloaded. And the link, like I said, is going to be down in the description down below for this Google Drive. You guys can access it at any time and use it. It's pretty much for you guys to use at this point, because these assets are, something that people have been asking for a very long time. I just ask that you don't send the link. Like, I actually come back to the video, support your boy by just coming back to the video, skipping that ad when it gives you a skip ad button. That way I still get some ad revenue up in here, so your boy can actually, because it is something that I do have to share with everybody, of course. Now that's not, just to me or the couple of people that did have this before. You guys can always come back to the video and support your boy, get some viewership and stuff like that. But now into the actual thumbnail making. So we're going into Canva here. So they have different templates. You can search up YouTube thumbnail if you want, but I already have it down right here. So we're gonna make a whole different YouTube thumbnail. So basically, let's say like we're gonna be having a duo scrim or something like that, something related to it. So I'm gonna be showing you guys basically what I usually do. As I look for a background, I'll usually type in something like a blue background, something like that. And then I'll look around, kind of just see like what's good or not. Obviously you want to go into photos or graphics. Photos or graphics, they usually have a lot of sleepers in there. So obviously, so something like this, you can use this as like a background here. So we're going to start off with that. Usually what I like to do is I like to add a little bit more spice to the background. So I usually add like a like an outline or something like that. You guys can if you want to. Just make sure you guys put transparent background. But some of these photos also, when you resize them, they're not the perfect size for outlines and stuff like that. So for this one, we won't. But there are other things you guys can do to make it look better in the background anyways on top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and find some of these characters. So I have a bunch of folders right here. I have my 1v1.lol assets, and here's literally literally all of these characters are in that Google Drive link. So if you guys want to like look and pause the video and see what characters are available in there, without having to flip through every single Google Drive folder, here's all these and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm pretty much showing you guys like the whole list here, but I'm gonna go ahead and choose something for the thumbnail. So obviously it's like a competitive thumbnail, so you guys will most definitely want something you know, that is good. So let's go ahead and we'll use Scarecrow for this one. So usually what I do is I usually drop Scarecrow or something like that off to the left or right. You guys can choose what side you guys want, but for this one I'm gonna drop him on the right side. You guys can also use the flip button to flip them back around like this, and then bring them this way. That's another option as well. So like say like you like using the same character but you want to change the positioning, you can do so. You can put vertical, horizontal, whatever the heck you guys want pretty much. And then usually what I like to do as well is add a little bit of a shadow effect. So you go to effects here after you click on them, or you can edit and then effects. And you go over here, add a little drop shadow here. That way he looks a little bit more detailed. And then boom, you pretty much have a much better version of him. As I'm going to resize him again like this. So now he's pretty much taking like a good chunk of the screen here, and it looks a lot better than just him and his whole character up like that. So then usually drop over here, grab some text. So I like using this text right here. I believe it's called Quandor. Yeah, it's something like that. It's Quandor Ultra Oblicon or something. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. But I definitely like using this text. It's Quandor. There you go. So if you look at Quandor on the text list, or if you're using any other software that has it, then most definitely use this text. This text is actually really good, especially for competitive videos specifically. So then I like adding a little bit of an outline, and then you guys can just color that outline. Make sure it looks a little bit thicker. Boom, something like that. And then obviously you want to bring the line spacing in a little bit. That way it's not too spaced out. And then of course you do something like solo scrims. So then you drop it down right here. And then let's say this is for like a 1PL video or something like that. Let's go ahead and head to 1PL. Or even better, actually, we can use Raiders competitive. Raiders 1v1.lol competitive. And usually what I like to do as well is add a little bit of glow to whatever I add on as like a picture or something like that. I like adding a little bit of a glow. So you guys can go to the same thing under shadows. You go to glow, and then it gives it like a little glow right there on the edges. And then you guys can edit that glow down here. You edit the size a little bit. And then like intensity. So then look at that, it looks a lot better than just plain how it was before. So literally like looks like massively better. And then obviously you just increase the size a little bit, maybe scoot him over just a tiny bit. Solo scrims, something like that. And then you guys can even add some extra stuff you guys really want to. Like you can add like a, let's say like a first place type thing, or something like that. So you guys could just search up some assets by looking at first place. And then you could just slap something like this in here. And then just kind of slide it around. 1 second. So if you want to fix anything, just click on the undo button right there. There's all kinds of buttons you guys can use to help you out. But yeah, you guys can literally just slap this like in the corner over here or something like that. And then go ahead and slap like some effects on it. Go to edit, outline, or something like that. I mean, you guys don't have to, but this is just extra stuff or whatever. You can drop that out. But yeah, basically that's pretty much how I do thumbnails. Honestly, I don't really put like a, if people think like it's so complicated or something like that, it's really not. It's just whatever you feel like putting up there, man. Then adding like a little bit of effects here and there to make it look better. Also, just a quick suggestion as well. So some of these assets, if you guys have Canva Pro, most definitely use the image upscaler option. So some of these assets, you can actually like make the scale. Okay, so you can resize it, and make it more detailed. So you guys see how it currently is right here, how this skin is detailed. So let's go ahead and replace this one. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip horizontal, have him right here. But you guys are gonna see something crazy. So basically, you go over here, you slide down image upscaler, and then you can literally upscale it even more to make it look even more detailed than it already is. So I've already upscaled it, so it looks a lot better than it did previously, but I can upscale it again and make it look even more crazy than before. So you can even do this to like higher resolution things. It might not go up by much, but like it'll make your image look like way more crisp. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll make it look a lot better. I already have this saved asset. You guys can already see the drop shadow on it and stuff like that. But yeah, it usually takes a few moments. If you have like a lower level like GPU as well, it does take a bit for it to work. Just a heads up on that. So yeah, we already upscaled it. So it already looks way better than it did before already. And then you could just kind of slide this over. And then boom, there you go. You got like an extra thumbnail piece right there. Maybe slide this a little bit down. There you go. Just like that. But yeah, boys, that's pretty much how I do thumbnails. Like, there's really not much that goes into it. Just have a decent little background. Add some pop into the things that are on top of your thumbnail, like the character, the whatchamacallit, like the image that you use, and maybe even like the text as well. You can honestly blow this up a little bit more if you wanted to. Boom, like that. So my main focus when I do thumbnails is I focus on doing larger letters for the like for the titles or anything like that, and I also make a huge image and then character, and then adding a little bit of effects here and there into the background. Obviously there's a lot more things you guys can do. You guys have seen some of my thumbnails. I've gone pretty far into some of these thumbnails, and I spent a lot of extra time on them. But I wanted to give you guys like a quick little easy rough draft on how to do an easy 1v1.lol thumbnail, and using one of these sprites slash textures that I have now shared with you guys down in the description down below. You guys have access to that, so make sure you guys go ahead and click down, get those sprites and stuff, and you guys can start uploading on your own. And yeah, man, all I ask is that you just don't copy my thumbnails, man. Like, don't screenshot my thumbnail and then say, no, this is mine. No, man, I could definitely tell whether it was mine or not if it's in the exact same position with the same editing, man. There was already someone who was stealing my content. We had an issue with that in the past. Somebody was stealing my like my name and then using somebody else's content and then using some of my content to mix in with the other person's that they were stealing from as well, and then saying it was theirs, and then stealing the like content from the official 1v1.lol page too. Like it was a big old fiasco. This was like this past summer. But yeah, it was pretty weird. You guys shouldn't do that, man. And they got exposed for it, and you know, they no longer have a YouTube channel. They took it down and everything, and they actually got shut down from YouTube. So definitely don't do that, boys. Anyways, boys, that's pretty much it for the video. I'm not gonna stop yapping here because I've been yapping for quite a bit. But like I said, I wanted to get this out here to you guys because a lot of people have been asking, and I think it's just only fair for a lot of newer YouTubers who want to get into the space to help content create and stuff like that, especially since the game itself really isn't doing much for creators. I feel like creators really have to look out for each other specifically. So that's just something I wanted to do. Anyways, boys, make sure you guys stop by in the description. We have the sprites and stuff. We have our Raiders 1v1.lol competitive link server down there. We also have 1v1.lol Pro League down there. And soon we're going to be adding another link for a country cup that's apparently being hosted with a $100 prize pool. It's trios and stuff. I personally am not running it, so I have no clue like what's going to be going on with it. But just to let you guys know, there is a $100 cup coming this December, later into December. I believe it's the 14th or something like that, December, I'm not sure. But we will drop a link for that soon, and possibly a video kind of explaining how it's going to run and stuff once I talk to the owner about it and everything. So anyways, boys, that's enough yapping. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, boys.